Hey, what is going on, everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some more Zenless Zone Zero here on version 2.5. They actually did a super brief 30-second little recap when I logged in, so it's like, okay, well, that's a new thing that they're starting to do. It wasn't like a strict recap, it was just like showing some highlighted scenes super briefly, but I guess they're doing that now, so let us get into this. And we're gonna mainly focus on the story. Okay, thank you. Oh, cool, okay. Got, um, thank you gift. Oh, hello. S rank? Okay, this is probably gonna be like, it's gonna be like the first, yeah. It's gonna be like,
One,
not even
two.
everyone from the
Yeah,
first
all
season. It's
accounted
just gonna
for.
be a bunch of people that were
You want a
early.
glass of nitro fuel?
Yeah, it looks like all the S ranks before they started doing like way more, like these are okay S ranks, but there's a very clear divide of like early S ranks to modern S ranks where their mobility and moves feel way more custom. Like, don't get me wrong, every character's moves and whatnot are custom, but there is definitely a point where they increase the amount of uh, like what you could do with a character or how much damage they could do or like what their speciality was and like really amp that up way more. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna probably, I think we're just gonna pull Bernice when we get to this point. Unfortunately, none of these I really, really want. But, you know, okay, it's always great when they give us a free S. Although, say in Genshin, they've been super stingy with those kind of things, and it's always like, oh, do you remember all the S's that were out in, like, year 1? Yeah, cool. Here's 5 years into the game where we give you free stuff, and here's still just those first year, like, S rank characters. And it's just like, oh, okay. I hope that this game doesn't do that and they actually like progress and move on. That's cool. Okay, interesting. So both of them are out right away. I did not know what the setup was gonna be. And I did not realize she is an ass. Okay. All right. Okay, we could actually pull one of these. Let's do that. And we're one away from pulling another one too. Oh yeah, and we also did get the 1A Bang Boo that we've been missing for like forever. All right, 2 A's, not bad. Scientist. Let's go into the shop. We could do another 10 pull right off rip. Oh, whoa, wait. Why do we have so much in here? That's a lot. All right. Oh, I think we can do a 10 pull now. Oh, hello. Yes. Okay, this is new. Yes, this is the kind of thing that I've been wanting. Okay, how do we get these? Okay, it's not really showing me how we get these, but okay. Like, honestly, I'd say 1 year. After it's been 1 year since the person's been out, let us buy them from the store. Honestly, I'd prefer it if it was, like, immediately you could just buy them. Like, straight up with cash instead of pulling. But obviously, they'd never do that because that would be eating into their profits. Alright, let's do this. Oh, we've already done 2 pulls. Alright, nothing. 1A. Alright, who did we get? Oh, okay, one of our newer characters that we haven't, like, maxed out. That's good. Yeah, because we're getting to the point where, like, a lot of the earlier A characters we already have maxed out. And honestly, I wouldn't even say a lot of them are maxed out. I'd just say, like, a handful are, and we just keep pulling the handful because they're always the ones in the rotation in the background. And it's like, bruh. Killing me, Smalls. Okay, so now we have an opportunity to pull these. I don't know if this is going to be permanent or if it's just for right now. And we also have a bunch of W engines as well. Ooh, okay. I don't recall how we get these puzzle pieces. Ifs. Some of the... Yeah, I have really not been focusing on the... Oh, hello. Outfits.
The ocean's got a different kind of charm at night. Care to join me for a
Yes,
walk?
please. Oh my god.
Different outfit, same objective. Let's move.
Okay, so I guess we got that for free. Good lord. Interesting. They have this first. When it's normally the outfit. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Wait, we just got her? Okay, I guess apparently we met the requirements to get her right away. Sweet, so we already got one of the characters. And wait, she was the S. She was an S character. Okay. The logbook system is now active. Okay, yeah, they have been messing around with, just, like, the options and stuff. Okay. Unlocked early, what? Oh! Okay, let's do... plot summary. Okay.
It's our teacher, Carol Arna?
Oh, it's like the full story.
In search of clues about our teacher, we set out under the mayor's orders as apprentice disciples of Ryunkoi Summit to investigate the abnormal hollow activity in Waifei Peninsula. But we never expected to uncover traces of the Exaltus behind it all.
Evil shall be purged! Hurry up! We're running out of time! You're the one who saved me from despair.
And through that, we learned the origin of Ryunkoi Summit's tragedy, the Qingming Sword.
Losing your senses and memories. That's a tremendous cost.
If you want to sever the connection between your sister and that sword, then the Creator is the only hope for you.
Give me back my brother!
I am Yeshunguang, wielder of the Qingming Sword of Ryunkoi Summit. Shifu, my brother, Wise, Belle, and everyone else. I must remember all the beautiful moments we shared together. I have to remember.
Okay, I always hate when they do that, where it's like, main character, one of the most important characters, everyone else. Remember the good times? Oh, you mean the good times with the people that are basically background characters to you? Yeah, that you couldn't even name? Brother. Okay, we're at Clouds Embrace the Dawn, Season 2, Chapter 1. Okay, I think this is supposed to be customizable, I think. We got 24-hour store. See, why do we have that here? Do they... Alright. Let's see what the main menu looks like. Okay, it's still got the 24-hour store here, so they didn't move that. Ooh, we got mail. Ooh, oh, wow, okay. Wait, we got 2 of these. Okay. Claim all. Oh, we got a lot. Popular. Let's see, handbook. Okay, we got agents, we got...
I'll show you my real value.
Yeah, she is an S. That's surprising. They just gave us an S. Normally they, you know, shortchange us and just give us an A for free. If they're gonna give us someone.
Is the cons good? I'll help you win.
Where is he? Okay, there he is.
One.
Yeah, really haven't put any time or work into him. Although I do like his crew logo. The Spooky Shack. Fun little ghost guy. Oh, we already got 2. Oh my god. Style.
Take your time. I'm listening.
Oh wait, we still have something else in agents. What else?
Need a hand?
I think that's a new logo we haven't seen before. That's supposed to be the Krampus logo, I think. Right?
I'll show you my
Unless,
real
wait, hold on.
Whatever use do you want me to fight?
I only is the cons. Let me finish my cup of hot water. Hello.
Oh no, she has the Krampus logo.
2493 at your
Okay, so we
service.
have been boosting her a lot more. Look at that. Crit rate, crit damage, both pretty high up there. Energy regen, I don't know what a good number is for that exactly. As you can see, I've been trying to level these up, and I got them at least over halfway. These two are almost there. I got the first one all the way up, and I got up to this part on unlocking all of these. And then, yeah, I can also level up some of these engine parts well. But yeah, we're pretty well off with her.
You got me into this time.
Okay, this is new. Okay. Where do I find those? Okay, Internet. The usual. Yeah, like, I like the art in this section here, but it's like, this has become so insanely useless. Like, wow, I'll occasionally just say a random comment. Like, before we were getting jobs from here. Brother. Oh wait, no, that one goes there. Controller speaker volume. Info. Avatar. Oh yeah, because we got the pink character. He's new. We got him. Right. It's always weird that we'll get some things that we can change, but then it doesn't really come up in the spots you think it will. Okay, anyway, let's get into here. Got this. Again, every freaking tab, beautiful art. Alright, this I'm assuming will just be the try the character kind of thing. Yeah. This. Okay, and then these are like the usual. Okay, this one I'm not sure about. But yeah, these two are like the same old, same old. I feel like these two could just like be gone. Like we all know already, you know? Forsaken Chronicles. We're doing main story, bud. I don't know what you're yucking. You know what? They gave us a bunch of resonance stuff, so let's just or polychrome or whatever. Wow, what a surprise. Alright, and then... Well, we already got her. I should have read it better, but, like, yeah, okay, we'll do it one more time, and then we'll be like, okay, we're good, and then start getting the other stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, wow, we were super unlucky today. Oh, but we got 3 A's. Okay, that's pretty good. I hate you so much. Like, come on. Those 2 characters are my most pulled characters by a very far margin. Like, it is crazy how much I pull Lucy and Piper. Like, it's crazy. I'd say probably 50% of the time, if I pull, I will get one of these 2 characters. Basically every time. It is insane. Like, we didn't even get a Nicole. Like, what? How the F is that possible, bro? That's insane. That's one of the parts that drives me crazy about this fucking game, is Piper and Lucy, I will pull always and forever. They are the default characters that will be always given to me on A, unless I get lucky. Like, which, by the way, I shouldn't be having to get lucky to get the characters that are on the banner. Like, one of them's on the banner, so it's like, okay, fine. But Nicole's on the banner. I didn't pull her at all. How is that possible, bro? You whack, yo. A whack. Not cool. Alright. Alright, let us actually get into this now as our, you know, failure of pulling.
Greetings. What can I get for you?
Yeah. And as per usual, I didn't really watch the live stream. I just knew what characters were going to be dropping. And that they were roughly going to be continuing the story, that they were doing last time. Which, you know, isn't that big of a surprise. Goldfinger, let's see if Goldfinger's got anything new. They usually have some sort of banner or announcement on it, but, like, I thought just in case. Nope, nothing. Bro, you're killing me, Finger. It's been 5 updates. How have you not given us Nunya? Oh, at least the newspaper's updated. Am I crazy? This second page is never really anything new, right? I've never really paid super close attention. It's the main headline. Let us... We do have to come in here for this.
Anything modded, you know where to find me.
I think I already have them maxed out. Yeah, maxed out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have a character maxed out, they will always be the ones you pull. And it's just like, why? You have how many other characters? Wait, what's that up in the corner? We got a smiley face. Okay, what's that? Wait, what the fuck is this? This is a whole new thing. It's basically just the store menu. You're putting this here? Bro, okay, I'm gonna need to remember this then, because why did you remove this from the other area? It makes more sense for it to be in the other area. Yeah, we got this. Daily login bonuses are now in a new section. So the carnival part. You've done nothing. See, this is kind of dumb. I thought they were replacing this wheel with this over here. Okay, partners. logistics shop. Wait, I think, is that new? I don't remember that one. These first two I remember. Music store.
What flavor of music would you like to try today?
Why are you explaining the music shop to me? What?
Come back again soon.
Okay, so this is just basically faster selections of things.
Anything modded? Is that
Okay,
it?
so it's that.
Come back next time, you hear?
Outputs. Friends. Okay, I thought this was gonna be a way more useful menu, but it's not. It's just like a quick select for like a lot of shops. Well, that sucks. Okay, well. Dude, that's so dumb. Why did you move the daily login stuff to this fucking new little... I thought they were taking away symbols and streamlining it and putting it in that new little block that I just showed you. No, they're just adding that block onto it. It's like, we don't need that. Why are you adding secondary ways to do basic things already? I want more streamlined so most of this shit is off my screen. Not that, oh, we need to add more onto it. That's so dumb. I take it back. I thought they were actually going to be doing something good with this HUD stuff, but instead they just added more shit to it that we don't need. That's so lame, bro. That's lame. Alright, let's jump over here and get into the main story. That's... yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Now I need to remember to go into that. If it's not enough for us already having to go into like 5 different windows every time we log in because of daily shit and checking other stuff, they now add another one on top of that we have to go to specifically just for daily login stuff, despite it already being in another section. That's so dumb, man. Okay, craft 5, find, sorting. Okay, I'm in the wrong one. They did this last time, where it's like, if you don't have it unlocked, you have to come back in here to do it. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Dude, they're just adding more sub-menus to everything. Like, okay, you have menus here, and then you have all of these, and then also you can swap to different sections in the store, and it's like, bro, you're adding shit that is extra that we just do not fucking need. Just put that in the main section. Have it at the top because they're new items that you can craft. Boom, done. Solve the problem. Yeah, they're just like, they are really fucking us over with way too many sub-menu bullshit. Okay, we got 3. We can wait a few seconds. Okay, actually, that's going to take a bit longer than I thought. Probably about 30 seconds to a minute each, maybe. Okay, and then what's going on here? I don't even know if I can do this. I think I have to wait for it to get unlocked for us to go to do that. And then sales, we're actually pretty close on that, which we could probably just put stuff in the store and get that going. Yeah, all the rest of these are just like extra. Yeah, this is the last like real reward, and then the rest of these is just same. Alright, let's just wait the extra seconds here. Yeah, after this, we will then, like, start the main story. Yeah, I am hating this. They're just adding just stupid sub-menu crap. And the worst part is, like, when you go to the pause menu, you can't get to those other sub-menus from the pause menu, which I do not know why they made that choice. Like, that's so stupid. They're purposely hiding shit from you so you don't find it or you forget about it. It's like, fuck off, really? Like, that's so lame. You are doing it on purpose. Like, why else would you move that to somewhere else? Unless you want people to forget about going in there to grab it by putting it in a new sub-menu. Alright, we're going full 20, so we get the 100. I don't know why we started at the bottom. And now we're here. Batch. Yeah, we can only do one of these at a time, because you have to complete this one before you can unlock this one, which is really dumb, and I wish we could just do all of it at once. And then, yeah, we'll get the materials for this one. Wait, that's the right one? Hold on, wait. I need to double check that. And I hate that when you're in this menu and you shoot over to the other menu, when you hit back, you don't come back to this menu. There are so many small things in this game. They keep, like, changing little things in this game and makes it worse. Like, bro. Alright, and we still need more monies. No, these are out of stock. Then what is this menu? Oh my god. Fucking brain aneurysm over here. Okay, grab that. Oh wait, I hit refresh. That was... Alright, anyway, that's done. Alright, moving on from there. Yeah, god dang it. Now there's a new thing. Honestly, I just prefer if they moved all that shit off the top right corner and just be like, cool, now you can customize this. Just let me do that. Have it so that you can, like, overlap two and then make it into, like, a folder. So then you select the folder and it will allow you to go in and be like, oh, like, here's all the shop-related ones. Like, why is that such a hard thing for games to do? Even PlayStation 5, just, like, the main UI on the PlayStation, I wish there was a way for, just let me make my own file so I could just put all my games in one condensed file and organize them the way I want. That's not a hard feature. That's been a feature on Windows since the 90s. I'm pretty sure a PS5 could handle doing that, let alone any video game that comes out. Like, I just wish they just, here's all of them. If you want to customize it, here's the tools to customize it. That's it. And I don't think anyone has ever said, I want the HUD to be more busy and confusing. No one has ever said that in the history of gaming that wasn't briefing. Alright, let us get into this Fungus. Oh. Yep. All right.
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good. So soft. But isn't this a little too sweet?
It is a bit sweet, but there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness.
Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much sugar. I'll make it much better for you next time.
There's no need to be nervous, Xiaoguang. It's already delicious.
I'm glad you like it.
But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cake so much?
Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus. I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquay Summit, there was a dessert shop on the corner of a nearby street. They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, so I always pestered my brother to get some for me. But for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache every time I ate them. So my brother eventually stopped me from eating them. Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine.
So this is where you were.
Senior Fufu, you're back.
Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. We just got here today. But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Siloon Bay. We should go take a look.
This place is always falling apart. God damn it. Oh, the flowers. They've extended out of the hollow. That's not a good sign. I thought these flowers were a sign of the corruption, and I thought like stuff that's like in the hollows can't survive outside.
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers we saw inside the hollow are showing up out here too. And is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the Qingming sword is reacting to them?
Well, I'm not the holder of the sword, bud.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh god.
Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Ishu and Shifu were here, she'd know what to make of this.
You her. Oh, okay.
With everything that's
Definitely
happening in
not
Island
her.
Heights, it's only right for the High Preceptor to report directly to the mayor. That's her duty.
Don't be talking about other people's duties, sir.
And including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yisha Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquay Summit.
Mr. Lu! My brother, he's just...
No,
Yes,
he's right.
Facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walk different paths. You have your own burden to bear. Since you've inherited the Qingming sword, you must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
Okay, you can chillax, bud. Right? That mustache is not strong enough to, like, hold the weight of this seriousness of which you are saying. That is a limp mustache, sir. And you look as if you dropped common loot. Oh!
Excuse me, but who might you be?
Pulled a Mordecai.
Sorry,
Oh!
I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquay Summit's current...
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. Yishun's new disciple. As for these flowers, they've already been reported. So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression. They're structurally fragile and ordinary in every way.
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before, back when the old capital fell, and we also found a ton of them deep inside Limnian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
Okay, I'll try. Mr. Liu, please believe me. These flowers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately?
Oh, fuck off,
Or
guy.
have
Just
you met
listen.
someone special who's made you start questioning things.
What is happening? No, Dick. I'm the wielder of this sword, alright? So maybe you should shut your trap and listen to me.
No, that's not it. I just feel like this is too important to ignore.
All right. Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant people. We'll meet at the temple.
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's actions. I
Execution.
need to review everything and make a statement that does right by the disciples of Yunquei Summit.
I understand.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Ye Shunguang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift and your sword.
Seems so cheerful.
Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Liu's always been that way. He takes Yunquei Summit's honor more seriously than anything. But I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
Sure. Those guys that take honor more seriously than anything usually aren't.
So, who exactly is this Mr. Liu? Is he one of our seniors at Yunquei Summit or something?
He's an elder of Yunquei Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Yishu and Shifu's not around.
An elder? But I heard that Yishu and Shifu was the only one from Yunquei Summit who survived the Phyloom Heights incident back then.
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter. Back when everyone left the mountain, he was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. That's how he survived the disaster. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
Feels like he's kind of strict with you.
Well, he always says that since I inherited the Qingming sword, I must live up to that title that comes with the responsibility. He's just got high expectations for me. Alright, enough of that. It's getting late and I need to prepare for tomorrow's meeting. Oh right, the osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time, but next time I'll make the perfect batch for you to try. It's a promise, okay? See you tomorrow.
I hate when they do this, where they cut to black and do the descriptive text, but then cuts back to like almost the same exact scene. And it's just like, move on. You didn't need that extra bit text between the two shots of them standing there. But anyways, let us continue. All right. I have a, like, come on, guys. We haven't gotten the brother yet. We've barely interacted with him in the whole season. This is totally giving off, we're gonna have to kill him vibes. You know? We're either gonna get him at the end of the season, or we're gonna be killing him. Not a lot of great options here. Why is she still here? She's, like, am I wrong? She's not part of the temple. She's part of, fucking Krampus. Why is she all up in our business? And I love that we're taking orders from background character guy. One that we haven't even seen around the temple up until this point. It's like, come on. I know you guys can do better designs. I feel like you just make him slightly better designed.
Since everyone's here, let's begin. The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Ye Shu Yun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so I'll have to join you like this. When I heard what happened with Shuyan some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time. Mr. Liu has given me a rundown of the situation regarding the creator. The situation is dire, so I've also shared this information with the mayor. However, my information is likely not complete. As such, I would like each of you who was there to briefly recount what happened so we can make the most accurate judgment possible.
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Her real goal was to awaken the creator. Meanwhile, Ye Shuyan's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully awaken. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end he was possessed by the creator's power. We ended up having to fight him.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the creator's control and awaken Ye Shuyuan.
You know, it's just kind of hitting me now. We're like halfway through the season. And honestly, it feels kind of crazy because it hasn't really felt like a lot has happened. Mainly because like we had the summertime event, we kind of had a semi-Halloween-y spooky event, and both of those kind of felt like standalone in a way. Despite the Halloween one definitely introducing way more interesting concepts and things that actually are like long lasting. But yeah, the overarching story so far, it really hasn't felt like we've done too much for this season so far, which is kind of a bummer.
It's all thanks to Xiaoguang. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to suppress that monster or rescue Senior Ye.
Yet everything comes with a price. And that price... Xiaoguang, you used the power of the Qingming sword, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Shifu.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or tap into its power source.
But my brother's life was hanging by a thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what situation could possibly be more dire than that?
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself. Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately prevailed, Ye Shuyuan left on his own in the chaos. We have no information on his whereabouts.
I've also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor, Ye Shuyuan colluded with the Exaltists, endangered Phylum Heights, and brought shame upon Yunquay Summit. Surely this can't be brushed aside with just a vague locate him, can it?
You probably don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. But the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back. When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunquay Summit. And that's exactly why we need to find him. Hear what he has to say, face to face.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did. I know he'd never betray us.
Whatever the case, Ye Shuyuan has done real damage to Yunquay Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns. We'll deal with it properly then.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the creator, we saw this really weird black mist appear. And the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the Creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the Creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we're to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering. Don't take any more risks.
But Shiv was right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember? You really can't keep pushing yourself like this anymore.
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunhui Summit and the burden of its wielder. Right now is not the time for it to be drawn. You must cherish this power and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings. So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision. Yishun Guang, you need to rest.
I really feel like they should have designed Liu a bit better. Instead of him just being like, oh yeah, this background guy.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for herself first? She's the one who's actually going through all this.
Thank you, Junior.
He's such a great guy. I mean, he actually cares about my feelings? Where will I ever find someone like that again?
I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No. I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate. If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Thank you all for your cooperation.
Morning IQ. Gross. Yeah, she's been playing Where Winds Meet. I need to know, have you been getting any, like, weirdness from, like, the main story? Because I've been playing it, and it just kind of I have not played a lot of the main story, but so far, it just kind of feels like, here's the thing you need to do. And then you talk to, like, a few random people, go on a random quest, and then it's like, okay, the main story, it's like, it just kind of feels really jumbled and weird so far, but I'm still pretty early on. And also, I've been getting, like, weird things where it's like, we're in a cutscene, one person's talking, and then they'll, like, repeat the sentence. And I'm like, what is happening here? Am I having a stroke? Like, have you been getting any, like, weirdness from it? Because, yeah, like, small, like, weird inconsistencies keep happening. Where it's like, I can't tell if this is, like, coded weird, and it's just, like, accidentally rerunning dialogue or something, or, like, what. But it's been kind of weird so far. Although, you know, combat, awesome. Definitely the best part of the game is the combat, I think. Main story, have yet to see anything really, great. You there, old man? In the stash? Blue? What is happening?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, shoot. Oh, actually, I should bring this up. They announced well, technically this month's new PlayStation Plus games, and honestly, all 3 of them look pretty good. And I think we're gonna give all 3 of them a try. Let's see here. Hold on, let me try to pull it up. One of them is the new Need for Speed, which, like, honestly, I have not heard anyone talk about it. It's the one where it's like the cars look hyper real, like everything looks hyper realistic, as per usual, or like pretty realistic, except for the characters look like anime cell shaded characters, and I'm like, that was a kind of a weird choice. But I digress. But yeah, that one's gonna be free, and honestly, that looks dope. I definitely want to play it. I have not played a Need for Speed since they tried to reboot it, and then immediately gave up on it as soon as it came out. And I'm like, well, fuck me then. All right. Nobody wants to play underground racers. Everything has to be fucking Lamborghinis driving cross country, being chased by police. But yeah, I don't know. I think the one that's going to be coming out... Oh, that looks cool. The one that's going to be coming out is like more of an underground racer. Supposed to be staying in that line, so I'm super psyched about that. So yeah, we're definitely going to be playing that. Here it is. And the other one, did not see this coming. Epic Mickey. The like remastered version. Never played it, although I have always heard really good things about Epic Mickey. So I think we're going to play that one on stream. And the final one is a indie game I never heard of called Core Keeper. I want to look into it a bit more because it seems really odd. It seems almost like a dungeon crawler slash, well, not Stardew Valley, but kind of, where it's like, oh, you're supposed to build a civilization. But I can't tell if it's solo player and all the other little characters in your team is that, or if it's supposed to be like a multiplayer thing, kind of like a Minecraft. Because all the video I saw was like multiple characters, but I couldn't tell if it was just one character playing by themselves and they just have multiple people in their party, or if it's just a multiplayer game and each person's just like another, you know, person. Like each NPC isn't an NPC but a player character. So we might play that one on stream too, because honestly, it looked kind of cool. It's just a pixel-based dungeon crawler, build a civilization. So I'm like, oh, that looks kind of neat. We might play that. But yeah, Need for Speed, Unbound, I believe is the name of it. I think it came out like 2 years ago, maybe even 3. I think that was the last Need for Speed game. We're definitely playing that. We're definitely playing Epic Mickey. And then, yeah, I need to look more into Core Keeper, but we might be playing that one on stream as well. Looking pretty dope so far. So it's like, yeah, I think it's been a minute since literally all the games that came out looked really, really dope. Oh yeah, and also Where Winds Meet, insanely easy to level up. Like, I've barely, like, we've kind of run around a little bit in that game, and I've barely done this story. I've maybe done the story for maybe 2.5 hours. We're already, like, level 20 in it, and I'm like, wow, we're just, it's, like, kind of insanely easy to level up in that game. Yeah, I want to try Core Keeper. I like I said, I want to look into it some more. It looked pretty fun. And if it really has an emphasis on, like, building a town, because I'd love it if it was, like, build town, get NPCs, assign them jobs, and, like, kind of like Stardew Valley, except instead of having the characters already in the town with their own tasks and jobs, you can kind of, like, customize it on who works where and does what and stuff. And I don't know if there's any, like, relationship-based stats in there, but, like, I think if they did that, that'd be, like, super sick. But yeah, ultimately still need to look into it. But it looks, you know, fine for right now. Yeah, I don't know what day that's supposed to fully drop. I think it's the 6th. Yeah, January 6th is when it fully drops and we'll be able to get our hands on them. Yeah, we'll have all that. And I think we'll probably be done by, or should be close to being done with Neon White, like we already are. And yeah, I think we might start off with Need for Speed. we have not played a driving game in a very long time. Or like a game that just like allows us to drive or anything like that. So we'll do that. I mean, the last thing that comes to mind is like when we were playing the Tony Hawk remakes, and that was literally years ago. So yeah, just gonna change it up a bit and do some Need for Speed driving. Which, yeah, we are going to be continuing Neon White this weekend. I don't think we'll finish it this weekend, but who knows? Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to gauge how long that story is. I'm assuming it's probably in 12 parts, and I think we're in, like, part 8 or 9. If I had to guess. But yeah, that game is such a vibe. Still haven't picked it up yet. Definitely recommend Neon White. It's so late 90s arcade vibey. It's awesome. Anyway, rambling over. Take our lead.
Wise, I'm still a little worried. Sure, Xiaoguang looks fine now, but who knows if that sword's influence might get worse. It won't be good if she really does lose all of her memories. Maybe we should reach out to Ishu and Shifu again?
Are there any games coming up for you that you're looking forward to? Honestly, for me right now, I'm personally... There's not a lot of games that I are actively like, oh, I can't wait for the next Wolverine, for the Wolverine game. It's like, yeah, I'm excited about it, but I don't like really think about it much. Most of the games I'm thinking about are like ones that have already come out. Like, I still need to get Black Myth Wukong 100%. I need to get, what was it called? It's like Kazuken or Kazuha, like the first Berserker. That game where it was like super anime looking, but it was also a Souls-like. I saw it come out. I saw quite a few people play it for quite a while. And I'm like, oh, okay, I want to get that. And then also, that one Korean game that's very, like, Nier Automata-like. With the booba. I want to get that game. And obviously, the freaking game of the year of this year. I've wanted to get it ever since it came out, but I've just kind of, like, putting it off. Is Expedition, not Exposition. Expedition 33. Definitely want to get. So just like a lot of Souls-like and RPGs are really been on the horizon for me that I've been wanting to get. Oh, I actually picked up Inzo. Man, it's one of the... Have you ever, like, seen a game and you're like, oh, I can't wait to play that. And then you get in to play it and you're like, this is not exactly what I was looking for. I tried playing Inzo for a while, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, I don't know, I'm just much more of like, I need a story in my game. If it's just like, here's an open world, go do things. It's like, apart from exploring the world, I just kind of feel like, eh. But I tried playing it. I tried playing Sims too. I don't know why. It's just those kind of games, like, every so often I'll like get the itch to play them, and then I play them and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I don't like these. Where it's just like, okay, building the house is fine, but like the level of tedium of like the menu system and how it's actually set up and executed in the game is just like, I don't really like how any of this feels. It was a bit of a bummer for me, but Inzo was pretty dope. It looked really nice. And I should definitely try to give it more of a chance, but...
That makes sense. But reaching out to Shifu directly might be disruptive. She's had her hands full lately. Let's consult Senior Fufu first.
I'm just so much more of a Dark Souls person where it's just like, just give me a sword and something to murder and let me go. I don't need a tutorial or to figure out sub-menus.
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss, is there anything we can do?
There's nothing we can do.
Nothing?
According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only grows stronger. And after that, there's no turning back.
No way.
But, based on my studies, as long as the case remains intact, and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained. So you must keep a close eye on her condition. Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help, but after what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang. I'm sure she'll understand too.
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually chooses its own master?
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power.
Yeah, I thought we already knew
Even
that.
after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable.
Calling it now, we are somehow, someway going to wield or help wield the sword. 100%.
Back when Xiaoguang and Shiyan joined Yunque Summit, Mr. Liu thought Shiyan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but that doesn't explain why it passed over me, when my constitution is far closer to my sister's, and chose Xiaoguang instead. We know far too little about this sword.
You don't have the gumption, lady. Admit it.
Sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive myself for. After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. When I finally succeeded with the case, I naively thought that would be enough, and that the sword could be tamed. So, I let my guard down. Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious child. One day, when she was playing behind the mountain, she wandered into an off-limit area where the case was kept. All it took was one touch, and the sword chose her. Once the bond is formed, it can't be undone until the keeper's death. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful, and I let my pride dull my vigilance. None of this would have happened.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Liu, it was just an accident. No one could have known that something as simple as a touch would form a bond. Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus on what to do next. The way she looked just now, she must be really hurting inside.
I agree. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't good. Maybe I should go check in on her?
I still have something I need to take care of, so if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect. Xiaoguang really adores you, you know. Having you by her side will make her feel so much better.
Please, when you see her, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her it's my fault.
Guys, it is crazy. Alright. So, you don't know right now, one of the 3 companies that makes RAM for like computers and stuff apparently announced that they're no longer going to be doing like RAM for computers and just like open, like anyone can buy it. And they're going to be pivoting to just AI companies, which is fucking stupid. But that's what one of them's gonna do. Hopefully it doesn't go well for them. And apparently Sony said that they are planning on pushing back the announcement for the PS6. I don't know if it was the announcement or the development cycle. But either way, they're already working on the PS6, which is kind of crazy because it's like PS5 feels like it kind of just came out, and it feels like we're just getting into the rhythm over the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, of people like really making like really strong games for the console. And they're already talking about the PS6, and that's just fucking crazy to me. Actually, what year did the PS5 even come out? I can't even remember. Because I know I did not buy it right away because it was way the fuck too expensive. Wow, Google, you have answers for fucking everything except for this one thing. Cool. Okay, so it's been... Okay, well, officially now that we're in the new year, it's been 6 years. It came out in 2020. I couldn't even get my hands on it until, like, maybe... It was 2022 or 2023. But yeah, it really feels like the first few years of the PS5, there wasn't a lot of like, whoa, PS5 games. It was more like, whoa, a lot of PlayStation 4 games ported to the PS5, you know? And it's crazy they're already talking about it. It's like, the PS4 lasted for almost a decade, feels like. And the PS5 is only 6 years in, and honestly, the first 2 years didn't even really feel like the PS5. It just felt like ports from PS4. And even today, I feel like a lot of the PS5 games don't even feel fully like a PS5. Like, we're pushing the graphics and all this stuff. Like, some do, like, a lot of them do, if they're made by PlayStation, but, like, a lot of the others that, like, from other companies just don't really feel like they push it that much. But yeah, that's crazy. So apparently with the RAM shortage, they're talking about like pushing back or slowing down on the PS6 development. And it's also crazy because like if you look up like PlayStation 5 games, a lot of them are still just holding their price at like some ridiculous ass shit. Like, when did Astro Bot come out? That came out, like, 2 years ago, and still around $40. It's like, $40 to $50 is the new low price for games. And it's like, fuck you guys, really? Like, there's some of them are, like, down near 20, but that's, like, Street Fighter V. You know, the game that's been out for quite a few years, and if you get on there now, you'll get your ass beat. From, like, every person that's been playing it for the last few years. Even Spider-Man 2, that's been out for like 3 years, is still selling for $50. It's like the prices are really not going down for a lot of these games. Although, oddly enough, Resident Evil, like the remakes, those have dropped in price to like around $20. Although they're remakes and not new games. Which is crazy. Yeah, Black Myth Wukong. Sorry, I'm just looking at games. Jesus Christ. Black Myth Wukong is still $60. Mafia Old Country has dropped to $40. That's good. I do want to play that game. Fucking Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is still roughly $40. And that was like a launch title. Or close to launch title. In 2021. I still need to play that one. I want to get all of the Ratchet and Clank games and just like fucking steamroll right through them on stream. I think the only way to really do it though is to actually get the higher level subscription because it's all digital, and of course I don't think any of them are actually for individual sale. That is some of the biggest bullshit about PlayStation, where you get PlayStation Plus and it's like, oh, well, if you upgrade, you can get these games. It's like, oh, I'll just buy them in the store. Well, they're not available for sale in the store. You have to upgrade. It's like, oh, fuck you. It's not free then. They're not free games you're getting with the upgrade. You're upgrading specifically just to play those games because you're fucking cucking us in the store. Oh shit, Armored Core is $30. I did not realize that. I have not played many Armored Core games, but the latest one, since it came out like right after Elden Ring, a lot of people played it. I want to play that game. It looks really dope. I'm sorry. At this point, I'm just browsing games on Amazon. Stellar Blade. That's one that I still wanted to get. That's the one that's like Nier-esque, which I think people are only comparing it because hot lady character with sword. But yeah, like I'm looking at the list of games and it's like there are like a lot of games, but like it's been out for 6 years. It doesn't feel like there's 6 years worth of games out. You know what I mean? It just kind of feels like maybe 2.5 years worth of like really strong games. And then like the usual stuff that always comes out every few years. I feel disillusioned. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry. I need to lock the fuck in. We're doing this. Vampire Masquerade is a game I've always seen around. Well, Masquerade I've seen around, but like I've never really gotten into. And I always got confused about it too with Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Because didn't they definitely released at least one other game that was Vampire Masquerade around the time they were supposed to release Bloodlines. And I think they even did like another game after that as well. They released like a few games, or like there was a game in a mobile or something around the time of Bloodlines 2, and it all kind of got jumbled together for me, where it's just like, I don't know which one's which. But yeah, that's the one that's like the first person, where it's like kind of like an RPG almost, but like for vampires.
Wise? What are you doing here?
It's Skyrim, but for vampires.
Oh, it's just, when I knocked earlier, I heard a strange noise from inside. I thought something might have happened, so I came in to take a look.
Also, like, the main thing is, like, with the PS6 and them talking about that, just...
Thank you. I'm fine, really. But you... my diary?
Yes, I was snooping. I do that. I don't have boundaries, okay? The thing is that I feel like we've kind of hit the limit for visual graphics. Where it's like, yeah, you can make things look really realistic. And now it's like, okay, now we need to, like, figure out other stuff. Like, the big thing that I want to see people figure out is, like, active simulation. Or, like, water. And it's not just like, oh, look, there's the wave texture that's going. Like, water does look really good, but I want, like, active simulation water. That will be insanely hard to do. And I don't even think even, like, some of the best computers can do that yet. Or... the classic problem has been the problem since the first fucking video games, and it's still a problem now, and that's clipping. Objects clipping through characters or textures or texture popping. Like, texture popping and, like, things clipping. Like, when someone has an outfit on, and it's, like, an alternate outfit or something, and, like, they're doing a cutscene, and, like, their sleeves are, like, popping through their body and shit. It's like, I want them to figure out how to solve that issue so bad. Or, like, hair that clips through, like, a sword or weapons on your back. Or it just, like, clips through, like, parts of your clothing or whatever. It's like, that's the next big thing that I want them to figure out to solve. Because until they do solve that, I feel like getting the PS6 or whatever the next console is, isn't really gonna matter. Because you already got rid of, like, 99% of load times. You already have games that can look hyper-realistic if that's the art style they're going for. It's like, there's not really much... that I would see getting a stronger machine would actually improve or make better. It's like I said, it's stuff that like involves like coding or the actual game design itself to make it better. Like clipping stuff. That's the only way I could see getting a PS6 would be worth it at this point. Because it's like, what do I need it for? I got zero cutscenes. I got zero load screens. Everything looks super good. Maybe stable frame rate is also another thing, but I feel like that's the optimization of the game and not really the console, because there's plenty of games that can do 60 plus frame rate, no problem. So I feel like that's more on like the game maker's side of a thing of like we need it to be standardized. And it should already be, but it's not, which is fucking insane at very least 60. But yeah, it's like crazy hearing them talk about the PS6. It's like, but why? Like what? The whole point of getting a new console was like better graphics, fasting loading times, higher frame rate. Two of those things aren't really gonna get upgraded in the next console. So it's like, there's not really much point. We've hit the apex, you know? So now it's the tricky part of like, how will you sell a console when there's not really much there for most people to want to buy it? It's
Don't
crazy.
worry. I just got here. I didn't read your diary.
Unless they do the shitty thing of like, oh, we're gonna make the whole like UI HUD way shittier on the PS5 and the PS6 is gonna have a way better one. Like when they did that with Windows 10. Oh, everybody likes tablets, right? Let's just do that except on a computer. That's fucking awful. Wait, no, maybe that was Windows 9, where they did the whole tablet theme and they wanted to put that on computers instead, and it's just like, felt fucking awful.
If it's you, I don't really mind. It's just trivial everyday things anyway. Nothing special.
Yeah, because like one of the things on the HUD, like I've already talked about it literally today, that I wish like the PS5 would do is just like, let us make folders. I don't want to have a long strip of games. Just like, let me make folders to put the games in, and then that can be like subcategories, like new games, constantly playing games or whatever. Like literally just give us the basic organizational tool.
Oh, you're both here. Perfect.
And then I think the
I was just
PS5
about
HUD
to
would
go
be like,
looking for
you know, basically perfect. Like functionally perfect.
Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting. Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
Which, by the way, this is something I constantly forget. I have a base PS4 with the CD tray. I constantly forget they made a PS5 Pro. And I didn't get it because it didn't seem like a worthwhile upgrade. And I'm like, I keep forgetting that exists and that's a thing. Like with the PS4, that mattered a lot because they were doing like big leaps in like load times. But like between the PS5 and PS5 Pro, it was just like, eh. In fact, I don't even think I know anyone with the actual PS5 Pro. I think everyone I know just has a base PlayStation 5.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. I understand that.
I need to look into the specs of the PS5 Pro. I don't even fully know the differences. I just thought it was like, you know, load times, basically. And load times are already, like, perfectly fine.
Anyway, thank you, both of you, for worrying about me.
Xiaoguang, I've been meaning to tell you. You don't always have to be the understanding one. It's all right to feel bothered, to feel sad. Anyone would. I would, if I were in your situation. Those feelings are perfectly normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. So, remember, you don't have to carry all of it alone.
Thank you, really. I get it. Don't worry, I'm okay.
Alright. Shifu also asked us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory is still doing fine. Just answer whatever feels right, okay?
Uh-huh? A test? Alright then.
I don't know everything you two have been through, so I'll let you do the asking. Just 3 questions will be enough.
Alright, first question. What did we have back at Yumcha-sin?
The Moonbell Osmanthus cakes, made with the very first golden blossoms picked this morning. Soft, sweet, and melt right in your mouth. They go perfectly with tea. I also asked you if memories are like tea leaves that fall to the bottom of the cup, so deep that they never surface again. And you told me that memories aren't reflections in a teacup, and that the tea leaves can still float back up if something stirs them one day.
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question 2.
When you were doing fortune reading for everyone, what role were you pretending to be?
The acting temple master. And Bowlion was there helping out, and then I ran into you.
Right again! Now on to the final question.
And the last one. What do you like to be called the most?
Wait, isn't this question a bit too sudden?
I know the answer to this one. It's that...
Senior?
Couldn't quite catch that. Say it a little louder.
It's Senior. Aw, you're teasing me again.
Perfect. Seems like your memory's just fine. That really puts my mind at ease. It's getting late, so I'll head out first. You two get some rest, all right?
Yeah, sorry about the constant sidetracking today, guys. Jesus. I've barely gotten into the story of this game. Although, I guess it doesn't help that I do just play a lot of, like, Genshin and, like, anime-style games. I don't really play a lot of games that are, like, look at those graphics style games, you know? I guess maybe that's also why. It kind of feels like there's not a lot of, like, pushing the limits of realism. Although I feel like a lot of people kind of like come to the conclusion of like realism can only do so much, and if you're not going for strictly that style, go like full stylized with it. I feel like a lot more people are embracing like alternative art styles and stuff in games way more. And oh yeah, by the way, I don't think I mentioned this. I finally sat down and watched To Be Hero X. Good lord, is that a fucking awesome, not an anime, it's Chinese. I can't remember what the Chinese name is, but, you know, a Chinese anime, but so freaking good. Can't wait for season 2. They change up the art styles in there quite a bit, and it looks really awesome. Clearly heavily inspired by the, Arcane. Really good animation in there. Yeah, I've been getting way more into, like, Chinese animation recently. Probably because I feel like the anime market in Japan is just it's been flooded for so long with just, like, isekai slop. Where it's like, even if the isekai story itself is, like, mid, the animation is terrible. Or the story's really good, but then the animation is still terrible, and it's just like, god fucking damn it. Like an isekai manga I read, and I actually really, really like, got an anime, and the animation was just like, I want to end myself. This is terrible. And it's like, I've never had that moment where, like, you know, when people are like, oh, read the book, it's better. I've never had that moment for manga. Oh, okay, no, I have one time, and that was when they started doing the new Berserk seasons, and it was all in, like, 3D, and it looked fucking god-awful. Like, why? You should have done it in 2D. Berserk has some of the best art in manga. You should have done the anime in 2D. Yeah, very rarely will I be like, oh yeah, no, this looks terrible, you should read the manga instead. But yeah, I feel like the anime market's just been flooded with that much shit for like at least 5 years straight. And then getting like a lot of really high quality animation, a lot of interesting story stuff from China is just like make me really focus over on their animation scene a lot more. Although they also have a problem of having like a lot of like CGI animes. Although they're super weird because they're like 3 to 5 minute long episodes. And it looks like late PS3, early PS4 graphics on a lot of them. And it's like they don't look that good. But then when you get into the actual 2D animation, a lot of them are pretty dope. Alright. Thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good day. We need to sleep! Actually, I'm kind of surprised. Wait. No, they usually do it around Chinese New Year's, which is separate from actual New Year's. I was thinking, wait, shouldn't we be doing Lantern Festival in Genshin? I always forget. No, they do it during Chinese New Year, not traditional New Year.
It's already so late. Who in the world would come looking for me now?
Okay.
Did I really see that? That shadowy figure? Was it just my imagination?
Was it a ghost?
Whatever. I'll just follow it and see what's going on.
Bro. It's gonna be what's her face with the sword. What's going on?
Huh. There's nothing here. This is Swabian Temple. No evil spirit would dare show up here. It's probably just a thief. Oh, there's a cat over there. I'll go take a look.
Fungus. Oh, a chunky boy. Or girl. Oh my god, they're doing a cutscene on it. Jiggles.
Is someone there?
Junior. Finally, we meet again.
Wait. I know you.
Surprised? Thought I was your sweet, well-behaved senior? Too bad. The one standing here now is a beast who just wants to survive.
Okay, I guess they're going that direction with it.
I've been waiting for you for such a long time, my dear Junior.
By the way, like, as a society, can we just agree that, like, if someone's wearing a domino mask or if their hair is just a different color, you won't be like, you look familiar. Yeah, she's literally the same person but with white hair. What do you mean you look familiar? That is ridiculous. Stop acting as if they have completely physically transformed. They're wearing the same outfits. Like, come on. Their face, the same. What are you doing, kid?
Wait. Is it really you?
Xiaoguang.
Bro, come on.
Oh, you mean that naive, sweet girl who's always ready to sacrifice herself for others? The one who never says no, no matter what? Tell me, do you want me to be her? Well, it doesn't matter what you think. I am part of her. Always have been. We were never apart.
Could it be your split personality?
If that makes it easier for you, feel free to think of me as such.
I'm more of a spirit possessing
I'm the
her
one
soul.
She
Whatever.
hides under that perfect, obedient mask. The one she refuses to admit exists, but can't erase her other half. If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt. She's willing to use that sword, that cursed power, to save everyone, to play the hero. Funny. But me? I just want to live. How can you save others when you can't even save yourself? It's all just a story people make up to feel moved by their own sacrifice. The stupidest lie ever told.
I can't agree with that. Xiaoguang's wish to help others isn't some kind of fake sentiment. It's genuine.
You're really protective of her, aren't you? I like it. No wonder she thinks you're so special. But let me tell you something. Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero. And yet, people are selfish by nature. Behind every noble reason hides an ugly truth. People want heroes. They raise their banners high, but all they really want is someone else to take the fall. A shield to stand in front of them. Someone to die in their place. But when that hero burns out, when she's spent everything she has, what then? Oh, they'll build a monument, offer flowers, shed a few pretty tears, write poems about her glory, and then they'll wait for the next fool to pick up the sword, to become the new hero. No one ever cares about the person beneath that title, the one who bleeds, who trembles, who cries. So tell me, if one day that hero stood before everyone and said, "It hurts, I can't do this anymore, I just want to live," what do you think would happen?
I don't know. But everyone has the right to make their own choice.
I like your honesty. The truth is, from the moment that sword chose me, I knew exactly what I wanted. To be anything but a hero. I refuse to die before the world does. Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry. I just needed some air. She'll be back very soon. How about I let you in on a little secret? This outfit? I picked it out for her. Pretty, isn't it? Looks like it's about time. She's waking up. Guess we'll talk again soon.
I have mixed feelings about this. I feel like the sword having its own personality is cool, but I don't know how I feel about the whole, like, kind of a split personality kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Hold on.
It kind of seems like the usual way they handle split personalities. Never more subtle or anything like that.
Wise? What happened to me?
Alright, well, that was a weird interaction. Back to bed, as if nothing happened. We're still level 55 to be an internat. That's crazy. Nope, nope, nope. That was over one more. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. She's not in here. What the fuck? She's not in here. There was another outfit that we could have earned, but I decided not to get it because I thought, I don't really want it, and it will just show up in the store anyway. It's not in the store. What the frick? Maybe it will come around next summer season, but what the hell? Why is she not in here? Vivian, she had an outfit. But we couldn't get it because we would have to spend a bunch of rolls to get it. I just didn't think it was worth it. Why is it not in the shop? You're lame. So is that what the big reveal is gonna be? Like, for Shifu, she doesn't know how the sword picks people, but maybe she's gonna find out. Oh, it's like more sentient than she thought. Because yeah, I don't know, like, I think she knows that they pick the master, but I don't know if she knows how fully sentient the sword is. Because I'm assuming the split personality thing is the sword's consciousness. And not actually just, like, you know, her split personality.
Again, everyone. Remember me? I'm Jill from Krampus Compliance Authority. Yup, that Judgment Division of Tops. The one that makes all the bad guys run for cover. And this lovely young lady must be the rising star of Yonghui Summit. The current keeper of the Qingming Sword herself. We've never really had the chance to properly get acquainted, have we?
Hello. I'm Yashunguang. It's nice to meet you, Miss Zhao from Krampus.
Honestly, the honor's all mine. Finally meeting the legend herself? In person? You know, there are people out there secretly placing bets that you'll become new Eridu's next Void Hunter. They're saying stuff like, she'll be the one to restore Yunkwei Summit's former glory and all that.
What? Oh, I'm not that amazing. I just...
Oh, no need to be modest. For someone as gifted and talented as you, someone who turns heads just by walking in the crowd, being too modest could be considered arrogance.
Please don't say things like that.
I'm kidding. Don't take it too seriously. Still, you're the chosen one, aren't you? And we also have Mr. Wise here. Lovely to see you again, too.
Is it me, or does Miss Zhao seem a little different today?
Aw, looks like you're still getting to know me. My attitude always depends on the relationship, you know. Like today, I came all the way here with a bunch of carefully chosen gifts just to see you guys. But aside from these little goodies, I also brought something you'll definitely want. Information about Mr. Ye Shuyan.
You mean my brother?
Uh-huh. So, tell me, don't I make a pretty great guest?
You said you have news about my brother? Wait, do you actually know where he is?
Don't get all worked up, Missy. Rushing won't get you anywhere. But your instincts are spot on. I do happen to have a lead on your brother's whereabouts.
Where is he? Please tell me.
Well, that's not very professional of you. In business, it all comes down to equal exchange. I give you what you want, and you give me what I want. Fair, efficient, and perfectly transparent. Barging in and asking for something before offering a trade? That's some questionable manners, don't you think?
I'm sorry.
She's just really worried. It's her brother we're talking about. So, what's your condition? What do you want from us?
Now we're talking, Proxy. A new unknown area has appeared in Lemnian Hollow, and I'm heading there to investigate. That's why I'm here.
An unknown area?
Correct. And to sweeten the deal, I'll throw in a bonus. According to the latest observation data, the area covered by Lemnian Hollow has expanded by approximately 0.002%, accompanied by abnormal miasma activity. This occurred right after your battle with Ye Shuyan ended. So, my theory is that there's some kind of abnormal miasma in that newly emerged unknown area, which is causing Lemnian Hollow to expand. I need your help investigating it.
But why me? If you need help from a proxy, I get that, but what can I do for you?
Because you're the current keeper of the Qingming Sword. And I've heard a few interesting tidbits from Dylan, like how the Qingming Sword reacts oddly near the Hollow Steps, and how it was the sword's power that ultimately saved Ye Shuyuan. Also, did those white flowers that appeared in Wi-Fi cause a strange reaction from the sword? Like some sort of resonance.
That's right. The Qingming sword started trembling when we came into contact with those flowers. Wait, how did you know?
I'm just connecting the dots on what we know so far. If my guess is right, the power of that sword, this new area, and the entire Lemnian Hollow are all connected somehow. And those strange white flowers may just be related to the abnormal miasma causing this expansion. So, I need you, Missy, and our brilliant proxy friend here to join me. Of course, as payment, I'll give you the exact coordinates where your brother was last seen. I spotted him right at the edge of that new area.
All right, I'll do it.
That's a decisive answer. What about you, Proxy?
I want to say yes, but Xiaoguang's health. Yishuren Shifu warned us more than once not to let her get near anything that could trigger the Qingming sword again.
I'm fine, Junior. You tested me before, remember? My memory's perfectly normal. I've already asked Senior Fufu and the others. None of them have found any trace of my brother. This might just be my best shot.
I understand where you're coming from, but this is too risky. I need to think it over. Miss Zhao, what if it's me and a few other Yunquei Summit disciples who go with you instead of Xiaoguang?
Not an option. Observing the connection between that hollow area and the Qingming sword is part of my research. My terms are non-negotiable. Looks like you two aren't exactly on the same page yet. That's all right. I'm patient. I can wait. And don't worry, I never force a deal. So, if you decide you do want to work with me, come and find me at the cable car station. I'll be waiting there for your good news. Proxy, you're smart, I can tell. I'm sure you'll make the most reasonable choice.
I know you still have concerns, but this lead means everything to me. Don't worry, if Ishun Shifu finds out and punishes us, I'll take full responsibility. Please, I need this.
I don't care if I get punished. What matters to me is your health condition. We know too little about the Qingming sword. We can't take blind risks.
You know, before my brother left, I think I heard him say something. He said he'd save me. So I think maybe that's why he left without telling anyone why. Maybe it's because of me. But here I am, pretending nothing happened. Stuck here in safety, waiting, praying, doing nothing. I don't want to be the fragile doll hiding in a glass house everyone keeps locked away anymore. I want to give something back. To use my strength to protect the people who've always protected me. I want to return the warmth and love I've received with my own hands.
Wow, it sounds like you're the same one-note character that you were in the last patch.
I understand how you feel. I really do. But that sword is dangerous for you. I'm responsible for your safety.
Junior, you have a sibling too. If she went missing one day, you'd do the same, wouldn't you?
All right. I respect your choice. We'll go together.
Thank you. Really. Thank you. To be honest, I've been meaning to tell you that you're really special to me. Maybe it's the sword, but everyone, my brother and all the people at Yunquai Summit, they all treat me like I'm made of glass. I know they mean well, but it makes me feel guilty and trapped. But you listen to me. You stand up for me. You make me feel respected, even when everyone else thinks I'm being reckless. That means more to me than I can ever say.
You know, how you stand there and listen to me and give me the bare minimum interactions and kind of just go with whatever I say sometimes. You know, being a real unique individual and not super default main MC energy that does the bare minimum interactions, yet for some reason every character must instantly fall in love with them. I just have, I don't know, a special connection. You know, the way that you say, wow, that sounds interesting. Or the time where you told me about how sometimes you also like eating food too. Crazy, we have so much in common. Like, god damn it. Why do they do this? They do this with so many of the characters. Like, I feel for the most part, most MCs are like 90% the same and only 10% different based on like what the story is specific to them. But then the rest of their personality is just like, yes, how about, I'm gonna go get a drink. Do you want one? Oh my god, someone offering to get me a drink? That has never happened ever in the history of my life. I am deeply in love with this main character person. Oh, it's just like, that's the energy. Like literally the barest of minimum of interaction is like, there's just something about you. Like how you offered to get me a soda? Like, who does that? Like, bro, come on. Put in more fucking effort. If you're gonna do this, at least make the character a very significantly, like, different, like they have more of a personality of, like, 90% just basic human being and just being polite. You know? Or at least have it be some sort of specific trait or aspect of them that somebody likes, and not just that, you know, that untangible thing that I can't quite describe. Like how we both eat food, or we both also sleep sometimes. I don't know. Call me crazy. We just got so much in common.
No need to thank me. But promise me one thing. Whatever happens in the Hollow, promise me you'll put your own safety first.
Never.
I promise.
Dare you.
And about what you said, that you don't want to be the one who always needs protecting. Honestly, I've never thought of myself as your protector. You're way too strong for that, Senior. I'm just accompanying you, that's all. No matter what you decide to do, just know that I'll be by your side. That's a promise.
Remember, because we're platonic friends. I'll always be by your side during your ups and downs, and no matter what happens, I will always be there. As a platonic friend. No matter what. God fucking damn it. Like, dude, just do, like, let him get a girlfriend or don't. Stop doing this annoying bullshit with every single character. Because the thing is that the main character could have interesting friendships with these characters if they didn't always push to have, like, the same kind of vaguely, she kind of likes him, sort of, in a vague way. It's like, no. That's why I like characters that are, like, drastically different. Like, ones that are, like, loud or annoying or stubborn and angry or just, like, anything other than, you know, it's just, you know, all the things. Just, I don't want to bother you. Just, okay. Like, no, we need, like, have them have personality and have interesting dynamics between the two instead of a vague, I like you, but as a friend, or just like in the vague, like, you like him, but you'll never say you like him because it's in the vaguest of terms because it's as a friend, but not as a friend, but a little bit more than a friend. And just, like, stop doing that with every character. Like, some of the funnest characters in these are ones where it's like they have a interesting dynamic, whether it's like a friendship that's like maybe a little more adversarial or maybe a little bit more competitive. As long as it doesn't always default back to she very clearly likes him. Because they keep doing, like, these stupid little, like, there's just something about you. I swear to God, I will blow my fucking brains out if they keep doing this. Every goddamn character at some point says something to the effect of, there's just something about you, you know? Like, no, fuck you, okay? Just, like, I want more interesting, like, relationships and dynamics. And having all of them just be this default nebulous, like, we could possibly date maybe sometime in the future, possibly, maybe, if you continue being default person, maybe. It's just like, no, that instantly sucks so much of the personality and character out. Which is why I like some of the characters that come up as pairs, and it's more focused on those two characters' interaction rather than their interaction with main character. Because whenever it's one character, it's between the new character and the main character. When it's two characters, it's usually the interaction between those two characters. And then main character's just kind of there off to the side as a friend. And I prefer that, because the dynamics between the friends, the two side character friends, are always more interesting than the solo one character to the solo main character. Because it's always generically the same. Unless it's a dude, and then it's just like, okay, you know? But yeah, I digress. Although, to be fair, Vivian is one of the funner characters, because, like, most characters are, like, vaguely interested in you, where Vivian is very clearly and directly, I want to date you. And it's like, see, that's something different that's just not vague and generic. It's at least a lot more direct, and the dynamic can be a lot more fun that way. Where with her, it's just like, what's happening here? Stop being generic, you know? And, like, having a character that's generic, or even two, that's fine. But when you have, like, 50-odd characters, and at least 25% of them, if not more, have that same trait, it just becomes boring.
Will you promise that too? So whenever I look over, I know you'll be there.
Yes, I promise. Whenever we turn around, whenever we look over our shoulders, we'll always see each other.
This is the exact kind of shit I'm talking about. We'll always have each other's backs because we're such good platonic friends.
Pinky promise.
But you know, maybe a little more? But no, not really. Ugh. Your youthful innocence disgusts me. How old is main character even supposed to be? I don't even know. Unfortunately, in a lot of anime, the default is like 16. Because in Japan, 16 is technically an adult and for X reasons. But I don't actually know how old is main character in this. I'm hoping older. Like, please be like at least 18. Zenless Zone Zero. MC age. That's never a good sign when you have to type that in. Okay, between 18 and 19. Likely 18. Wow, really scraping past the bare minimal legal age, guys. Great. Well, we're moving up in the world. At least it's the legal age and not the creepy stuff that's in all the other ones. Fun fact, most of all of the main characters in Bleach are like 16. And I call bullshit, because I have never seen a fucking ginger that insanely jacked at 16. Go fuck yourself. Ichigo Kurosaki. Yeah, that's always a weird thing with anime. Of just like a lot of characters being 16 and then them being like overly sexualized and just like, well, technically in their country, it doesn't matter if it's technically in their country. That's what's like acceptable. But like for the rest of the world, it's like, this is weird. Could you just not make like, I swear to God, like probably 75% of anime where the characters are 16 and in high school, you literally could just be like, okay, they're like 18 and 20 and they're in college. And there would be like next to zero difference. And it's like, and I know like a lot of the times it's because it's shonen and it's supposed to be, oh, well, it's supposed to be geared more towards like teenagers and stuff a lot of the time. But it's like, and don't make it weird sexually, you know? Where it's like, we don't need the bathing scene in every single shonen. But I digress. And wow, that was very bad timing to have that rant because we're at stream time today. I guess we're ending it on that. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, I rambled a lot today, guys. Sorry about that. Tomorrow, we're gonna lock the fuck in and just, like, plow through the story. Yeah. That is it for today. The end of the day at 1948, and we all learned something, that the main character of this game is at least 18. So technically okay, but still weird. All right. Again, I just put them in college. Make them 20. Why is that so like? Whatever. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Tomorrow we're gonna get back into this. We're gonna keep pushing forward with the main story, and yeah, it looks like we're hopefully about to, like, lock in, go in, and probably get into some fighting and whatnot. But yeah, that is it for today. I'm probably gonna do a little grinding off stream and try to level up some more.
Hello, Rep 2493 at your service.
Tylon, our new goatee. Well, she should work. These three work really well.
This is the path you have. I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Yeah, these three are like my goatees right now. I still want to upgrade Seed some more. But yeah, right now I'm hyper focusing on her, trying to get her abilities up. So I'm probably going to focus on that after stream today. And I think I might have her, if we're going into the Hollow and we have to pick a team, I think she will be on our team from now on. Yeah. That is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out tomorrow. Like I said, more Zenless Zone Zero. This weekend, we're going to get back into more Neon White. We are at least in the second half of that game. At least. I'm thinking maybe the final 25%. Because the way the game works is like, oh, you have to meet like this minimum level requirement. And I feel like around level 50 will probably be where the end of the game is. And then all the rest is like, oh, well, you can go down more based on just like going through it and just like your own, like it's more trials based. I feel like since in that game you go down levels instead of go up levels, I feel like the final 50 levels will just be like challenge based ones and not really part of the story. I feel like if they made it part of the story, it would be too hard for some people to clear. Yeah, we're going to be doing that this weekend. And then next week, our schedule should be shifting back to more about the same, where Zenless Zone Zero will be on Monday. So we'll do Zenless Zone Zero tomorrow, Neon White this weekend, and then Zenless Zone Zero on Monday. Maybe Tuesday, or we'll... I need to check the Genshin update. Or maybe we'll just do Where Winds Meet. I almost said Withering Waves. I keep doing that. Where Winds Meet. I keep wanting to push forward with that game despite it having a lot of flaws that I don't like. But the gameplay, I see such promise for the fighting in it. So I'm going to be locked in and staying in on that. And yeah, hopefully, let's see here. When is the 6th exactly? It's going to be next Tuesday will be when all the new games are out. And then, yeah, after I look into that core game, we'll see about what our next game's going to be. Like I said, it's probably going to be Need for Speed. We'll probably just go through the main story. Like, I just love underground street racing and drifting and stuff. I wish there were more games that were really locked into that, like, underground car culture. And Need for Speed's the only one that's ever really tried to do that repeatedly. All the other racing games are just more like, you know, real competitive stuff and not underground kind of stuff. And it's like, I prefer underground. And it's kind of crazy. I feel like there should have been a competitor by now that should have come up and been like, okay, we want to do basically what Need for Speed started as, which is having dope cars, being able to highly customize them, doing a bunch of cool street racing stuff underground. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a counter to Need for Speed in the indie scene trying to come up and take that place. But yeah, I really haven't seen any, or any that's been more than just a one-off. But maybe, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe there will be. There probably won't be. I mean, it's been enough years for Need for Speed constantly fumbling their releases and not really doing anything consistent. Where it's like, I feel like if there was gonna be a competitor, they would have probably already come out by now. Because other than them, it's like the usual Gran Torino, Forza, or Gran Turismo and Forza. Gran Torino is a movie. Yeah, that is it for today, guys. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Like always, links down below for all the usual social media, whatnots, as well as YouTube, where all my VODs are uploaded and archived over there. And I'll catch you all back here tomorrow with some more of this. Hopefully the story will really get us more locked in. And yeah, sorry, a lot of rambling today. Jesus God. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be locked in way more and focusing on the story. See you.